So we're going to talk about this week's what did I get, what did I read, and so on. Very fast. This is the second take, and it upsets me that I have to repeat everything. But basically, what did I read? I read Mos Eisley Cantina and Scare Stiff by Ramsey Campbell. If you enjoy horror and sex mixed up, go with this one. It's very cool, very short, and each story has a drawing. So it's very cool. I did enjoy it more than I expected, since I don't like to read about sex scenes. This one is about the Mos Eisley Cantina. All stories are interconnected with that scene that Ben and Luke enters Cantina, and if you ever wonder all of these characters that are in the Cantina, what they do, and so on, this is the book for you. There are like 5 or 6 stories that are worth it, but most of them are just boring. In terms of other tips, things I read, I've read several graphic novels which in a book format, which I usually don't read, but I don't want to spend like $40 on them. Basically, I've read Crossed. Crossed is the very grimdark, very post-apocalyptic zombie kind of beings, and some weird shit like children being murdered by the main characters, and rape scenes, some other sex scenes, very odd and strange. And this book makes you wonder your sanity in terms of choices, like if you knew a rapist, of course you would condemn him or her, but imagine now that the rapist is the one that can save you. What did you do? And basically there are a lot of these situations in the novel which makes you wonder your choice. I did enjoy it a lot, to be honest. It was my favorite of all of these comics I've read. The second one I've read is Belladonna, which is I mentioned that Red Sonja, but more mature. There are a lot of sex scenes. Basically it's the Vikings swap gender, and now women are raping men and kidnapping and so on. The problem with this novel, and it's so low rated, it's because the story itself doesn't go anywhere. It's very bland, and then I must enjoy the main character or not. Should I hate her? I don't know. It's very strange to me. But since I like grimdark, since I like to read about evil characters, I did enjoy Belladonna. But I know that most people will not enjoy because they can't relate to the main character, which is evil person, basically. And then all the Deus Ex Machina, she simply doesn't die. It's very strange. Then two I enjoyed, but not that much, was The Borgias and Brimstone. The Brimstone is a story about a group of adventurers that find a lot of gold, but to retrieve it they must fight some evil things and even themselves. It's very grim. I would advise you to read if you played the Shadows of Brimstone's board game, then watch this, because they are related. I don't know how, but they are related. I believe something, either one follows the other, or because even the feeling, the drawings and so on are very much akin. Then we've got the Borgias, which is very sex-oriented stuff, an evil Christian Pope. As you know, Borgias were a very important family in the 14th century and 15th centuries in Italy. They even had a pope that, due to stuff that he did, he became a pope, and some depravity. It was like a downfall of the papal states. There were even, I believe this stuff can be directly connected with the Protestant movement. It's all on the same time, because people were not enjoying, not caring about Papal States. They were very hot situations and beings, very evil things. If you enjoyed the Borgia's TV series, I believe there was a TV series, then go ahead, read it. There are some difference between the story that is told here and the history itself. Okay, they didn't follow 100% history-wise, plot-wise, because of that, I believe, but that's a shame.